Good morning from Bali. Beautiful sunrise again this morning. I want to share some reflections on detachment. Yeah, that can be a really tricky one, huh? Especially where we're invested emotionally with someone or a dream or an idea or a project or a vision, yeah. And that's the key, I found, where we have made the most meaning, where we're the most emotionally invested, where we have attachment to an outcome, where we have certain ideas of how it should look like, how it should turn out like. And as you might know, life moves in very mysterious ways, and things don't always turn out how we might expect them to, or how we wish them to, or how we hoped for them to. And so how do we untangle or dismantle the thoughts, the ideas, the beliefs, the emotional, energetic, glue to an idea, basically an idea or a belief that we have? Because I find if we remain somewhat light and spacious and loose and allowing for the mystery of life to flow, to unfold, to present its gifts to us, that is what detachment is, allowance to have space and spaciousness without a contraction in our identifying and in our wanting and in our needing for things to be a certain way, right? I don't know if you notice, but I find when I'm like that and I'm operating like that, my whole system, body-wise, mind-wise, heart-wise, and energetically is quite contracted rather than expansive and free and open and flowing. And this keeps me not in a very peaceful state, not in a very open and fluid state to allow the unfoldings, as I said, of the mystery of life to present to me. So detachment, it's an interesting one, but I find a really helpful one. And it can be tricky to stay detached yet compassionate and open. So it's not a cold detachment where we're cutting off and we are being cold and removing ourselves from the idea or the person or the situation. It's more that we are really present. The opposite, actually very present, fully aware, and yet warm, compassionate, open, available to meet the next moment in however the mystery of life presents. So to do that, I find I have to be really grounded in my body. I have to be grounded in the present moment. I need to be okay with being in my body. I need to feel safe. I need to feel an openness, a willingness to do this. And how do I approach this? Through various rituals, prayer as in, it's not religious, it's a prayer of an intention, a deep, genuine desire, a sacred moment in honoring what's happening inside me in that moment, without rejecting it, without avoiding it, without running away, but being present to it, acknowledging the feelings, acknowledging what's going on in my heart, acknowledging what's present and available to be seen, to be held, to be loved, to be embraced within me. And that might be various waves of emotion. And I say waves because they change. You don't find one emotion or one feeling or one thought staying stuck forever. It sometimes can feel like this, but it's always moving like waves in the ocean. So stepping back and witnessing and observing these emotions more like waves in the ocean, coming and going in my heart, in my body, yet being present and acknowledging and allowing and giving permission for them. Me showing up for me choosing to take responsibility to hold myself, yeah. And so I don't spill that and project that onto others. And that's my commitment to my mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic hygiene. Just like, we need to attend to our lives in that way, yeah, other areas of life. It does require a certain level of discipline and a vigilance, a willingness, a commitment. Yeah. So stepping back, holding myself, being present, using breath to anchor myself into the present moment, doing some grounding meditations and practices, referencing and making sure that the space I'm in feels safe, and if not, reassuring myself, dialoguing internally with the parts of myself that needs that reassurance. That might be the inner child aspects. And showing up. There are deeper practices that I guide, myself and others through in my sessions and in retreats that are deeper journeys to come to this place more easily, and you're held and supported and checked in on in these processes if you're working with me. So I wish you the courage. It takes courage to want to go here, to be detached yet present, to step back and zoom out and to watch our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, to take responsibility, to choose not to project that and to dump that on someone else, and to have practices that help us clean up when we do spill our emotions and when we do attach again that, and we feel the tentacles wanting to stick to ideas, beliefs, a person, and to be mindful. Mindfulness practices are for this also, to be mindful of that, to step back. Yeah. So I'll touch base with some detachment practices again later. Bye for now.